Hi guys. I just did an entire video and didn't record it. So long, 2025. That's okay. It was a bit of a mess anyway. Let's redo it. Look at my cute little mug. I'm drinking some kind of lemon detox tea. I don't know what it is. It's delicious. I've iced it. I'm drinking a lot of detox teas. I have renewed my space. I'm in my basement work from home slash storage area slash yoga studio slash YouTube studio. And I thought I'd come from you with a new perspective. This is the corner of my office. I have done a ton of decluttering and now I have this wonderful little like yoga space in the corner. So here's to a new perspective in 2026. I love decluttering this time of year. Gosh, I've gone on a good one this time. It just makes my house feel 20% larger. It's amazing. Like, and this is not what this video is about, but I gotta share. Like, I faced the fact that I now have my final kid is going into the final parts of grade 12, which means I didn't need the entire corner full of duotangs and paper and number 2 pencils and extra calculators. I just cleared that out. And now I'm storing like more yoga equipment in the corner, and this space is becoming more my own space, and it's such a metaphor for what's going on in my life right now with having kids that age. Okay. I have 3 words this year that are guiding me. I love the new year. I love resetting. I love setting intentions. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know this about me. But the thing that I have done in the past, which has actually held me back, is that I'm always about the newest, shiniest thing. Normally in the new year, I would run out and get a new planner, and this planner was going to change my life. And then I join a new fitness challenge because all of those are coming at us on social media right now. And I'd be like, yes, I'm going to do this thing and blah, blah, blah. But I've done this for a couple of years now, and I kind of realized that always going to the new thing doesn't actually lead to progress for me. And I'll give you an example from fitness, but it can apply to many areas of your life. Sorry. Let's take a sip, slow down. I've been doing yoga for many years, okay? I do it semi-regularly, but kind of half-heartedly. I'm always picking a different video because I like variety, and kind of realized that I have not actually mastered any of these moves. I have not really increased my flexibility. I have not developed further in my practice. I've been regular in it, but it has been all over the place. I have not been focused. And so that's why my word for this year is mastery. And what that means for me is that you can only really master something if you do it again and again. If you focus on specific skills and improving them, okay? So one of the things I was doing was always going for variety because I get bored and I'm always looking for the next new thing that's going to solve my life, right? But what I'm giving up in that pursuit of the new is actually the repetition that actually develops you. If you have to do the same stretch over and over again in order to elongate that muscle or that tendon, right? If you're somebody who's going to do a marathon, you have to run. It's very repetitious. It's not exciting. You have to run often the same route over and over again, the same time over and over again until you hit a level. So what I was doing, for example, is I would sign up for a 60-day yoga challenge, right? And it would be 60 minutes of yoga for 60 days, and it's going to change your life. Probably would if I could do 60 minutes of yoga. But I'm like, I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to muscle through. And what would happen? What happens when I do that? What would happen is that 20 minutes in, I'm through the warm-up. And I'm not in good enough shape to do 60 minutes of yoga. I'm just not. I would kind of bag out, and it would hit my self-esteem, and I'd feel really bad about myself because it seems like so many people, 60 minutes of yoga is no big deal, and all the self-talk would start. And then I'd stop doing it for a while because I'd feel so bad about myself. But the fact is, you can't run a marathon if you haven't jogged for more than 15 minutes a week, right? It's just logic. Your body doesn't do that. You can't will your body. You will injure yourself, right? So I was trying to take my little jogging body and run a marathon. I have to accept the fact that my body is at a lower level of shape, and what I need to work on is, instead of trying to master this, I first need to master this level, okay? So my goal for this year is eventually get through 30 minutes of yoga, for example, is one of the goals I've set for myself. I know that if I hit that halfway through the year, great, I'll work towards 45, I'll work towards 60. But me focusing on trying to run the marathon is meaning that I'm not doing anything. I'm actually not getting anywhere. So mastery means repeating not just the same activity, but the actual same workout, so that I can recognize those little wins, that time when I go a tiny bit further, or the time when I was having trouble getting through the move, and then the one time I get through the move. That is mastery, right? It's asking yourself to slow down and really, really focus intentionally. And it becomes almost like its own meditation. And I've heard this about runners. I've never hit this with running with myself. I'm not a runner, but I've heard that running can become a kind of meditation because you are just in this repetitious mode. Do you have to be careful about repetitive stress injury? Yes, absolutely. And that's why everybody's not an Olympic athlete, because you have to recover within it. You have to space it out in a way that lets your body rest and recharge, and you have to fuel yourself properly. But this year, instead of being scattered into a million new things, I have dialed it down to very specific workouts that I'm going to master. And then when I master those, what happens? My self-esteem soars because I actually made progress. And then I get to pick the next tiny little step that I go up. I hope this makes sense. This is how I'm approaching my life this year. So part of mastery is being humble, okay? And starting where you actually are, which might be down here and not up here. So it's acknowledging where you are and mastering that level first, okay? It's about not letting the variety and the constant things coming at you, we just have access to so many possibilities, to not constantly be looking for new possibilities, but to say, no, I've decided I'm going to be laser focused on this. That is very much against my tendencies. And so that is my challenge for the year, is to master certain things. So that's all I wanted to say about mastery. I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to share a couple of YouTube videos at the end of every one of my YouTube videos, just in the description, that are examples of the workouts that I am choosing to master. The first one I'm going to share today is the workout that I just finished. It's a yin yoga workout. It's Yoga by Matt. I really like Matt's yoga channel. It's a lot of yin yoga. He has his own vulnerability and his own recovery story, that if you work through his videos, it just becomes really clear. And I like his channel because I see him as an example of somebody who decided to focus on something and master it, and now wants to share that with others, because you can see his development through his videos, on how he's grown, and I just find that so inspiring. I don't like following perfect people. That's why my channel is not a perfect channel, because Perfection is not actually, it's aspirational, but it doesn't meet you where you are. And right now I'm about being met where I'm at, which is really, really low. The bar is here. Okay, so I will come back and report on how I'm mastering some of my workouts at another time. I'm going to share Matt's yin yoga video. If you've never tried yin, this is a great place to start. You will understand that it's completely different than any other yoga. And it is December 30th. I think it's that weird section between Christmas and New Year's where I don't really know what's going on or who I am, and I haven't put on clothes in days. And on that note, I want to wish you a very happy 2026. I will be coming back a lot in the new year, but I hope you have a good time doing whatever you're doing. And yeah, happy new year. Bye bye 2025. Hello 2026.